All right, what's up, YouTube? So we're gonna do a Discord profile this time. We live so far away, we can't do this in person. But what's your name? Would you play at the rivals tournament?
This is Kasey Scott, and I played Dinosaur.
He won the whole thing with dinos, and we're doing the profile over Discord, like I said. So whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Yeah. So starting off, I do want to say that I got the deck profile basically from Team Samurai. His build was pretty spot on for what I wanted. Side decking purposes and the way I played it, I feel is a little bit different. But for the most part, the main deck is his outside of a couple cards. Alrighty?
Yep.
So 3 Overraptor, it's standard, it's necessary. 2 Archosaur, I think, is perfect. It's not the combo variant, so you don't really just want to, it's not a brick if you draw it, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So it's good to have 2. And then the 3 little ones that you want to pop. You don't want 3 of this because you don't want to draw it.
Yep.
And you do need to end on this so you can go into Panker Tops. 3 Gamek is the best hand trap right now. It's the 1 brick that you have to play. I have to play 3 Valor over Ash. Ash is not anywhere in my 50. Yeah, 55. Sorry, I'm so used to saying 65 because I used to play Dragon Ball. Anyway, so yeah, Ash Blossom, I don't feel is really good right now. It hits a few cards, I'm not going to lie. But having Gamma, triple Valor, and triple Impermanence really shuts down the effects, which is what this format's all about at the moment.
Yep.
The best hand trap in the game, in my opinion.
Shouldn't be at 3, in my opinion. But, yeah.
I agree. If a ban list hits, I expect this to be gone or at 1. If it's gone, dinos are crippled. So if it's at 1, they can at least still function. Then the 1 Giant Rex, it's standard, necessary. Pankertops is busted. I totally understand why this is at 1. You summon it off of your Petite. Now, one thing is, while playing, I realized that you don't have a whole lot of pill targets because you should be able to end the game relatively early if you're playing against meta. So in the future, because especially like at locals and stuff, I will plan on playing a 3rd.
Okay.
Because this card's insane, first of all, and second of all, if you face any weird matchups, like a rogue deck can totally grind you out. And since there's no like recovery or anything, once you're past your few combos, you're done.
Yeah.
So that's the only problem I have with this list, is that it needed another target. Then I played 3 Pot of Extravagance. I think this is ingenious. Dinosaur has become a deck of 1 to 2 card combos. And if you go the Halka Firebrax version or Needle Fiber, whatever you want to call them, if you go that route, you actually lose a lot of your ability to play on your opponent's turn. So you want to put in quite a bit of hand traps. This deck, because it's so little on combo fodder now, you can actually open a hand of like 3 to 4 hand traps. Also, it's a hard going second build.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Yeah. So you can actually afford to open quite a bit of hand traps as long as you're seeing your 1 to 2 card combos. So it's actually okay to run quite a bit. And then the 3 Fossil Dig. I also kind of expect this card to go to 1 at some point in the future.
Yeah.
It's really good, and we keep getting more and more support. So yeah, 2 pills. That you need to have the 2 pills at least. I don't think 3 is necessary, especially for the little amount of targets. But you either want to hard draw it or get it off the Archosaur. Probably one of the best field left in the game at the moment. Lost World is your combo starter, breaker, whatever you need it to be. So
Yep.
it's pretty good. And then one Mystic Mine. So it acts as a fourth copy of this card.
Yeah.
But honestly, so you have Mine and Torreno will out pretty much everything because if they have a board, you mine them, they can't respond to Torreno, and then Torreno just flips their whole board, and you go one by one. And then after you kill the last one, then your stuff's negated. So, like, it helps you. You're perfectly fine there. And then all they have to do is summon a card, and then you can Conductor flip it. They're probably done for the turn. And then Mine will destroy itself on the end phase, and then you get to OTK them.
Yeah.
So there's that. Or the fact that you do play 3 Lost World, you can just replace it after you're done with their board. And then you have a Lost World. So, and then, yeah, the 3 Dark Rulers, they're necessary, but I really think Droplets may be better.
Yeah.
Right now. So that would be a change for the future. And then the 3 impermanences that I mentioned. It's 40 cards.
Okay.
Just to get this little package out of the way, against Dogmatica, their Maximus, you just you get to mess them up. I think everyone pretty much knows about that combo now.
Yep.
So you have to play doubles because of Extraff, which is perfectly fine.
Right.
And then your 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Abyss Dweller.
Do you ever banish multiple Lagias or Dulkas with Extrav?
Yep, just like how Sam did in his thing. It came up where I banished both Dulkas, and I really needed it. But it was fine. Torreno just gets in there super hard.
Okay.
So this part's really different, but I mean, it's now going to be the new standard.
Right.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
You link Revo, the Archosaur, and then Security Gardener, and then you have your non-Dino for Pill. So
Yep.
You definitely want that. I played Phoenix, and then I did copy this part. I never went into it, though, so I'm actually now playing Nightmare Cerebrus instead of Access Go Talker. I get why he wanted to play this card. It just never came up for me personally because Torreno in other situations is game. So I wouldn't want to give anything up for this. In the future, I might go back to it. But for right now, I'm doing Cerebus because you can attempt to pop their token that you give them. And then Lost World protect it, and it gets you into, like, craziness. So that's the extra deck. It is 16 cards if you count this, but I'm not. It's different sleeves. Anyway.
Yep.
Best side deck card right now because of Noble Knights. Mid combo, if they link cross, actually I'd say hold off for the Auroradon. But yeah, if you just wipe their tokens, you pretty much stop them. They might end on like 1 or 2 negates still, but it's not nearly as broken as the board they're about to make, or that they were about to make. Outside of that, it's really good just in general against Hawk Fireaxe combos.
Might just have to pull a playset of mine out.
The Lost World. Huh?
I said, might just have to pull a playset of mine out. Try it.
Oh, yeah. It's really good. And then it combos with... it basically turns Lost World plus any dinosaur into a combo.
Yeah.
Since you can draw those. So you give them the token, and then you play this, and then, yeah, it's just broken. So I played 3. They didn't come in too much. If I had a feeling my opponent would make me go first, I sided in probably 2 on average, so that I could have a combo starter on my... my going first board is not actually that bad. So...
Okay.
This was the MVP of my sideboard. I love this card. I won't play a format. I mean, like, especially in this kind of format where there are cards you really want to hit. I won't play without this card.
Right.
So DD Crow came up against just about every matchup I faced. But the main one I like it for is Eldritch. I would like it for Infernoble if I actually knew every single card combination. I didn't feel comfortable enough, so I only sided in one because I needed to side some things out. But I went with this next card against them. This card is actually picking up a lot of popularity in the meta. Artifact Lancia.
Yep. I'm siding it too.
Yeah, so it's really good against Dinos, and it's really good against Invoked, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, it also hits Infernoble. There was a match that's gonna be popping up here shortly, where it was in the finals, and game 2, I hit him with this, and he stopped. His combo was done. So they do banish quite a bit, and this prevents the big guy from ever hitting the board. So there's that. But yeah, Lancia just in general is really good this format. Stops block dragging, stops a lot of stuff. And then what I was going to say about DD Crow is that I really think the argument that, well, they can call by the grave it and just, your DD Crow did nothing anyway. It's a very bad example because my main deck, the only thing that they can call by the grave outside of miscellaneous, of course, is effect failure. Because I have Gamma and I have Imperm. So if I was my opponent, I'd probably side out called buys because you're not even getting hit by cards like that. And so when I bring these in, they're not going to have the called buys. That's just my opinion. If your opponent's playing you with Imperms and Gammas, you're not going to put them on having too many hand traps that are monsters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, it just depends on the deck, I guess, and the player. But yeah, I really like these 6. They were the big ones right here. And then I played 3 Denko Sekka. I really don't like backrow decks when I play Dinos. Miscellaneous protects you, but Denko Sekka actually helped me against this. I guess it's still called PK Fire. I don't know, the Phantom Knights Burning Abyss deck.
Yeah.
This guy was maining Magic Cylinders, and I met him round 3, so he was already 2-0 in the tournament. He mained Magic Cylinders and some Mirror Force stuff. I think he was doing something with Dark Law. I think that's why he was running Mirror Force. I'm not for sure 100%, but my game 3, I saw Denko. I got to play it, and it was broken.
Jeez.
And then 3 Cosmic Cyclone. So that's the side deck. I like Cosmic Cyclone and DD Crow against Eldritch. I think that really helps. I may even side 1 to 2 copies of Denko Sekka as well.
All right. So would you change anything in any part of the deck?
Yeah, as I mentioned, I already changed this out for the time being, and I'm going to add one of these. Either that or possibly Quatless.
Okay.
One Overtext, just so that I have a long game. It's something that I want to search with Overraptor, add to my hand, and then basically Pot of Avarice, the 5 banished dinosaurs back into my deck.
Okay.
So there are decks, like I said, PK Fire. There was another one that I faced in the tournament that was really grindy. It was Dogmatica Dino. I know it sounds crazy that we could, have a grind match with 2 dinosaur decks, but really, if you're both playing smart, your card economy is going to whittle real quick.
Yeah.
And so both of us were having trouble keeping card economy, and so if I had a Quatless or something to recycle my stuff, I probably would have got the 2-0. That's how I lost game 2, is because I didn't have the card economy to keep up.
Okay.
But what helped with that was the DD Crow. I hit his miscellaneous every time. So.
Okay. All right, and
But
any
yeah,
shout outs?
of course. I rode up with two buddies of mine, Jared and Seth. So shout out to them. They helped with the driving, and then shout out to Dan, the owner of Rivals Gaming. His store did this belt series. That's what I ended up winning. I didn't get to keep the belt, but if I was local to the store, I could wear it in the store anytime I was in there until they have a new champion. So that was pretty cool.
Yep.
His store is probably the best in the Midwest, I'd say. I've been to a lot of stores. Yeah, Rivals Gaming, it's awesome. Check them out. Outside of that, shout out to you, Dreadmaster Gaming, for having me on the channel. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
Outside of that, that's it.
All right. Well, congratulations on your victory, and thank you for the deck profile.
Thanks. No problem.